Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, guys. Really sorry to tell you we have another Gardasil injury here. The wicked Gardasil. Okay, so let's find out who you all are. So you're Daddy.
Yes, I'm Sam Argiri.
Hi, Mom. I'm Libby Argiri.
I'm Sister. I'm Allison Argiri.
How old are you?
12. I'm 13.
13. Okay.
And the brother, I'm Sammy Argiri, and I'm 7 years old.
And you're 7 years old. And this is a story about you, isn't it? So you are...
I'm Lauren Argiri. I'm 15 years old, and I got Gardasil when I was 13.
All right, let's go. So you're going to tell the story, and I'm sure Mum's going to and Dad are going to come in and
they can
add
add
their bit as well, because we'd like to hear from them. But let's hear from you exactly what happened.
So I was a perfectly healthy child. I was athletic, straight A's in school, really no health issues before. And
What
then
sport did you play?
Volleyball.
You were volleyball.
Big volleyball player. So yeah, I got the first Gardasil shot in November 2014.
And why did you have the shot? What made you think you needed it?
I went in for like my yearly checkup, and they just kind of said, well, it'll protect you from cancer. Yeah, and I thought, wow, if it's going to protect me from cancer, it's pretty important. So I just thought I should get it. And so after the first shot, I didn't really have any symptoms or anything. I was cool. So then I went in for my second shot, and after that I started getting headaches. At first they started off slow, and then I started to get them like every day. And they would start in the back and work their way forward, very intense and distracting, like I couldn't really think straight. I got my period for the first time, and then it went away forever, like it never came back. So that was scary for me because I didn't know why that would happen.
Have you still not ever had one?
I had one, and then it was like a year from the vaccine. I had it again, and then it went away. I haven't had it since.
And then the abdominal pain.
Yeah, I had horrible constipation. Everything I ate made me want to throw up, so I wanted to stop eating, but I was hungry, so I had to. But yeah, I was very nauseous, and it would hurt really bad, like right when I ate, and yeah.
I initially thought maybe she's having gallbladder issues, but we learned later that that wasn't the case. And then what happened after you had the third injection?
So then,
I want to go back to the doctor's office. This was a routine checkup when we were all at the start of the year in the fall. Everybody was busy. They had to leave work and school to get this appointment. My wife wasn't very sure about the vaccine and said she wanted more time to think about it. And then the doctor says to her, well, don't you want to protect your daughter from cancer? And as a trusted pediatrician who we love, basically laid a guilt trip on her, and it was in and then done with that appointment.
It seems to be the line that they're using for every Gardasil. You know, if you're a bad parent if you don't do this because your child's going to get cancer.
Right.
It's a horrific.
Look at the commercial that's going on TV now. I mean, it's guilting parents into the vaccine, even though the research does not really support it, and there's so many adverse reactions. But after Lauren had the third injection, she was, my husband took her in because she was having such extreme abdominal pain and headaches.
After the third?
After,
we were gone to 7 different doctors, gastroenterologists.
Not yet though.
Oh.
But he took her in for the extreme headaches and abdominal pain, and while at that appointment at the pediatrician, they said, while you're here, we need to give you your third Gardasil.
They're not supposed to vaccinate when you're sick.
Right. So let's just go back over that. So at this stage you had 2 Gardasil vaccines. You're feeling really ill with bad headaches.
Yeah.
Your daddy takes you to the doctor to get some help for your headaches, and they give you another Gardasil.
Yeah. They're just like, well, while you're here, might as well get the third.
All the symptoms. She was visibly sick. Immune system was compromised.
Green skin. My hair was falling out. Like, my hair was like straw and no life, and it was just falling out. And that for me, that was depressing because like my hair is my best friend. You know, I love my hair, and it was just terrible.
Having extreme muscle spasms.
Muscle spasms. Like I couldn't play volleyball. Like I felt like I was running through jello, and my joints hurt. Like my wrists would randomly hurt, and I know I didn't do anything to them. And yeah, my muscle spasms were terrible. I was on crutches for a day one time because it just kept spazzing out. It was very painful
during practice. And then that week, so she received the third Gardasil injection, and then the following week she was hospitalized for a week. In 1 week we saw 7 doctors.
So what was the symptoms after the third?
Level 10 headaches in a fetal position on the couch, could not even function, extreme abdominal pain. She was initially, that week, she had an MRI, a CAT scan, abdominal ultrasound. We saw numerous specialists, neurologists, gastroenterologists, a pediatric surgeon, of course the pediatrician. She was initially diagnosed with occipital neuralgia and
They gave me anti-seizure medication.
anti-seizure, antidepressant for the occipital neuralgia because the NSAIDs wouldn't work, and they're hard on your gut too. She was also diagnosed with gluten sensitivity, non-celiac, and every appointment that we went to, I asked every doctor, could this be related to the Gardasil vaccine, because that's the only thing that's changed in her health since that time. And every doctor said no, there's not any link at all.
And they were rude about it too. I remember one doctor after that appointment, he made me cry because I knew it was Gardasil, and he just pretty much told me, "No, you're wrong." Just couldn't
Have
believe
you
it.
had the other girls that we've spoken to have been told by doctors that it's in their head, they're making this up?
Yeah, and
gastroenterologist
that's what was hard for me because I was starting to tell them, like, listen, I'm not feeling well. No one really believed me because they couldn't, like, visibly I looked okay, like we could tell I was green and my hair was falling out, but like my volleyball coach was like, what's going on with you? Like, you look fine, so you must be feeling okay. No one really believed that I was doing bad. And then the doctors on top of that didn't believe it was Gardasil. They were telling me it wasn't.
And
So
what
it's
about your
just-
friends? Do they believe you?
My friends definitely noticed something was wrong because I wasn't talking as much. I was slurring my words, like I had brain fog. I really couldn't think straight. So I think, like, in conversation, I must have just seemed out of it. For me, it's kind of a blur, but I remember my best friend, her mom, texted my mom and was like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Because
So that's interesting. So what about her friends' parents that maybe
Well-
are your friends? Do they think you're crazy, or do they get it?
No, now after everything we've been through, we've been sharing the information, and our friends are very supportive, and if they haven't opted to get the Gardasil vaccine for their children, they're opting to not do it after everything we've been through. Lauren was eventually, through more of a holistic doctor, diagnosed with severe leaky gut. She had 22 food sensitivity, so from a social perspective as well, she can't eat at school. She has to bring her own food. If she goes shopping with her friends, they go out to eat at a restaurant, she has to bring her own food. Can't take any risks with gluten contamination. Gluten, dairy, and eggs seem to be the worst for her.
it like knocks me out for a month if I eat that stuff. It just really backs me up, and I just feel sick all over again. And I always tell my friends, like, listen, this is what happened to me, and I think you should definitely research it before you get it. And I don't like tell them, well, I pretty much have been telling them, don't get it because it's so horrible, but I always make sure to research. And
What have the doctors said about the fact that your periods haven't come back?
We don't know.
She also has a low thyroid. We're still working on it. She's not fully recovered with this aspect of it. But once we're beginning to prep her body for vaccine detox, and we're hoping through detoxing the vaccine through homeopathy that her menstrual cycle will return. A lot of research out there from other doctors, and there's a lot of information on Facebook are showing that some of the girls have had success in restarting their menstrual cycle through the detox of the vaccine. But it's very concerning. There's been three confirmed cases of primary ovarian failure, so early
There's
menopause.
more than that. If you
So
follow our
more than
stories,
that.
it's
Okay.
pretty much most of the girls. It's disgusting what is happening out there. So
It's a travesty. It's robbing these girls' lives,
Yeah.
their livelihood.
Back to your question about the friends. When this whole thing happened, it was like us against the world. Doctors, even the hardships in our family, trying to understand it, really realizing it was true, and this whole wake up with the vaccinations, healthy eating, medication in general. We really didn't start talking and sharing with people till we, found out the Vax Bust, all the movie, got on the groups online, and then started sharing the information for others. So there hasn't been a lot of communication with their friends until
More
recently. And we've seen that spread because girls now ask her about her diet and about Gardasil. The girls are coming to the high school with sore arms. They're going to get their flu shot, and then the doctor sneaked this Gardasil right in with the flu shot, so they're getting 2 in one time, and we know the flu shot's terrible. So
So have you guys stopped vaccinating?
all,
Yes.
all, everything.
We've actually changed over to a different doctor altogether who does not push
Really,
vaccines.
medications, we haven't had a medication in the house for 18 months. Nobody's been sick for 18.
So you guys have been lied to. How do you, I mean, you must be angry.
I am very angry, and I work in public education. I'm a principal. It's very difficult to see what we're doing, and mandating of shots. And the beginning of the year is the huge one where all the kids have to go, or they're going to be they're not going to be allowed to come to school. It's terrible, and nobody knows, and you don't really know until something happens to you. Even when you explain it to people, they don't believe you. My parents, even some of the old school people, they're all, you got to get your shots. You got to get your shots. And we're trying to spread it as much as
Brainwashed.
possible. Yes, brainwashing.
But and you must agree, having gone through what you've gone through, there is no school. If they mandated in the schools, there's no school worth this.
No, I would never
There's
wish
nothing
this on
We
anyone. No one
agree.
deserves
We will
it.
not be going to school. We will not get another shot, period.
Right. We've talked about that. I mean, if mandatory vaccines come to the state or this country, we'll be
Well, if I have to
looking at
get them
other
to work, I will
options.
find another job.
So you're a principal of a
I'm a
school.
principal at elementary school now. Yeah, and I've been in administration almost 19 years.
But we may need you to set up the unvaxxed or the clean vax for school, new principal of that.
I'd love to. I would
Yeah,
love
with
to,
a clean
yeah.
menu too, clean food.
Well,
Clean
and that's
food,
another
clean
thing.
everything.
Clean
Yeah,
food. We
the
love listening to
food.
Dell because he yells, "I want clean food. I want clean water." We want what's right for our kids. So
Reduce time.
I'm trying to work on Dell,
Yeah.
just giving up gluten would be good.
yeah, we'll
Yeah.
talk to Dell for you on that
Yes,
one.
if you wouldn't mind. Thank you.
Um,
But back to your point, though. I mean, if we are angry about it, and it's heartbreaking, and there are times when you feel, as a parent, you're going through this trying to help your child, you feel hopeless and helpless at the same time, and trying to keep the hope that she recovers. But it's
Painful for you, Mama.
painful. Yeah, spent hours and hours, and as anyone who's been through this knows, that vaccine injury recovery is not really covered by health insurance either. So trying to raise your family and trying to meet your medical expenses and feed the family the right food to heal, and it's tough. It's really
It is tough. And it's tough to see your daughter in pain.
tough. It's very difficult to see your child's daughter suffering, for sure.
So what are you going to say when they say you need to have a vaccine?
No, I'm not gonna get it.
No, good boy. Well, we're so sorry this has happened to you.
I'm just lucky to be here, and I just want to speak for the girls that weren't as lucky as me to make it through. I'm here for them.
That's great. I've got a little group to put you in, actually, if you're interested. Little
Yeah.
girls, with my Gardasil girls.
I've been looking for more people.
You're wonderful. All right, now is the time where I show you how much you're loved. You ready for it?
Yes. Wow.
See all those hearts?
Oh my gosh.
They're for you.
That's so exciting.
Look at that. I love you.
Look at that beautiful family guy.
That's
These
amazing.
are the hearts that
Wow.
she's getting. And love.
I love you guys too.
We love you. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's going
That
on and
is
on and on.
really-
They really love you. Well, they're broken-hearted by what's happened to you because it's not okay
No,
by any means.
definitely not.